Okay, so today we've got a BMW 328i 2007 model. It's an E90 or maybe an E91. Can't remember what the differences are. And the washer bottle leaks. Whenever you put washer fluid in, it leaks right out this bottom section here. And so we're going to take this bottle out. I've got a new pump. I went ahead and ordered a new pump. It was $10, so I went ahead and ordered it. That way, if I get this open and it ends up being the pump or the seal around it or whatever, I'm going to have what I need. So we're going to start by jacking the car up. And when you jack these BMWs up, there's a dedicated jack point underneath here. So make sure that you're on that dedicated jack point whenever you jack your car up. Otherwise you can damage the ground effects and all that good stuff. So we're just going to jack it up high enough to be able to work on it. And I'll try to get you to a point where you can kind of see what all's going to be happening here. I'm going to get the wheel off real quick. Alright, let me get a light so I can show you guys. Okay, so what you got is a bunch of 10 millimeter and 5 millimeter. You got a 10 millimeter there, not 5 millimeter, 8 millimeter. You got a 8 millimeter there. Got some plastic rivets here that on this car is kind of chewed up because she lost a tire the other day. The tread slung off the tire. So that's a new tire right there, literally less than a week old. She was driving down the road and the tire slung off, and looks like it really took its toll. Look at those rivets aren't supposed to be that flush with the plastic, but you'll have 3 rivets here that looks like one of them's already got the center poked out of it. I'll show you how to take those off here in a second. So basically we're just going to take this whole shroud here out. It splits. I don't know if you can tell that right there, but it splits. There's a forward shroud wheel well liner and an aft wheel well liner. So we'll take the hardware out that needs to come out to get this aft one out, and then we'll go from there. So I've just got my cordless drill or cordless driver, and depending on if it's 10 millimeter or 8, I'll just take out what I need to get that out. Yeah, look where the tread hit right there too. Didn't really tear anything up, but which I'm surprised. Hit up there on the strut pretty good. Anyway, let me get started on this. While we're here, I'll show you how to take these plastic rivets out. So these rivets, the way they work is you just push the center of them in. You can use, I'm just using this is a pick. You just push the centers in, and that allows them to, that releases the, I'm going to have to get another little tool to get that out. I can't even see this one, so I don't know if I'm in the center or not. Not much hope for this one, is there? Alright, that was pretty much gone. That's what they look like. And I'll see if I can find the little pin. There we go. Okay. Go around and hit these 10 millimeters. Actually, I guess that might be the only one. Let's see what's on bottom. Okay. That's just a long, looks like that's a Torx, but I was able to actually take it out just by grabbing a hold of it and turning it. Okay, I guess the rest of them are 8 mil. So let me get my 8 mil here set up. 5/16 is close enough to 8 millimeter to where you can use a 5/16 on anything that's 8 millimeter. Looks like she's got an oil leak. Okay, so there's another, looks like right up in this little cubby hole right there, there's another 10 millimeter. Okay, now 5 right here. It's a chilly morning this morning. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have both hands. So I'm going to try to sit you up where you can kind of see, hopefully, what's happening. I'm just gonna, I don't care about trying to save this because it's so far gone. Man, missed one back here. Yeah, there's another 10mm back in the back. Okay. Now that we got that out of the way. So this is what we got. There's the tank. This white box looks like there's, I guess it's just one 10mm holding it in. This is the hose that comes down from the fill port up top. So when you pour water or washer fluid in it, it flows down this tube, and this is what fills the tank up. So let me get the this 10mm out of here, and we'll see if we can finagle this thing down. Try to get that harness loosened off from there. I think we might be able to. I don't know if this is going to have to. Okay, two-hand job. I'm going to put the phone down. Okay. So here's your pump. I'm just going to leave it just like that. I don't think there's any reason to keep going with it. But this is the pump. I'm going to put a little bit of water in it and see if we can find out where it's leaking it. I see a little bit of, looks like a little corrosion right around that area there. And it looks like there's a couple other spots here, like this car doesn't have the headlight washers. And I don't know if maybe there's another washer that maybe some cars have got. Looks like you'd have another pump here and here. Probably one for headlight and one, I don't know. I don't know if maybe they use the same tank in other cars. It's got a rear wiper. I don't think any of these 328s have got a rear wiper. So let me, you know what? I'm not gonna, no, I don't want to get wet, so I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna just pull this one out of here. So it's just clipped in like that. I don't know how much of a bear this is gonna be with one hand. Let's see if I can pop it up with this. There we go. There it is. You see how the connector works? So you just push it. One hand job. Sorry, buddy. I'm gonna have to. All right, let me get my new pump. Okay, so I got the new pump right here. I'm going to put that in first. I'm going to blow this filter out with, I mean, it doesn't look that bad, but it's got a little bit of cloggage. So let me get the air, and I'm going to blow it out. Okay, much better. So this isn't going to be able to go in first. This has got to go on. So you got a little rubber. Hopefully you guys can see all this. Let me see if I can. So you got a little rubber grommet that has got to go on the pump first. And then the filter goes on. Although that filter doesn't feel like it's snapping on. Okay, so I had to use the old grommet. The new one that came with the new pump doesn't have the little piece here that the filter snaps on. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably don't have to have the filter, but I think it'd be a good idea. So hopefully this pump here will work. So basically, hold on just a minute. We'll put the hose on, connector on. it. So it's back in there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some washer fluid in and see if it leaks before I put this back together, and we'll see what happens. So stand by. I'm gonna pop the hood and get the washer fluid. There it goes. Now before, you didn't even have to be running it. It would just, as soon as you poured it in, it would leak right out. How we looking? All right. So far, so good. I don't see a drop. Yeah, before, I mean, it just poured out as soon as you put it in. So that looks like that's oh, okay, yeah, it leaks out of that hole right there, I guess. I guess the shaft seal probably starts leaking or something. So now, let's see where it's going to take to get this thing back in. All right. That's it, guys. It's in. I just got to put this thing back together. I mean, that's how easy that was. It's dry down in there. Looks like it's not leaking at all. Make sure, well, you don't have to, but I like to make sure that these clips are back in the way they're supposed to, just to hold everything where it's supposed to be. Good idea whenever you get a car apart that you normally don't take apart, like this right here. This is the first time I've taken this off on this car. You know, look around, make sure that everything looks, you know, looks all normal and intact. Okay, I don't know if you guys cared enough to see this shroud go back in or not. I'll go ahead and record it. Okay. Don't forget that goes, this piece here goes in first. I'm going to order 3 new little rivets here, because these have pretty much had it. Whenever that tire slung off, it shaved them down to next to nothing. So that's it. Let's get this tire on. Finish filling her up. Alright, well, I just noticed the camera was off, so I just got it put back together. Tires all back on, the shroud's all back in, or the wheel well liner.